Since the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine war, more than 9 million Ukrainians have migrated to Poland. Now, if you look at this map, Ukraine is also bordered by Moldova, Romania, Hungary, and Slovakia. However, the migration levels to these countries is far less than in Poland. For example, 110,000 Ukrainians have migrated to Moldova, 113,000 in Romania, and only 35,000 Ukrainians have crossed into Hungary. So why Poland? Well, the secret to this lies in their powerful economy that has now become the sixth largest economy in the European Union. Access to free public healthcare, education, and childcare are some of the amazing benefits this country is providing to their people. But if you rewind back to the 20th century, then it would have been the opposite of the current situation. The unforgettable impact of World War II, the following betrayal by Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, and the inflation rate of more than 100% in 1982 forced millions of Polish people to permanently migrate to these nations. However, since the collapse of the communist regime, Poland has managed to constantly grow their economy for the last 28 years, a record that was only set by Australia in the world economy. Even during the 2008 financial crisis, Poland was the only country in the European Union that didn't let recession enter its borders. And today, it's being considered as the next export powerhouse of the entire European Union. So how is Poland secretly becoming Europe's next superpower? And how did it manage to reach this far without failing? When we talk about Poland's economy, it's important to identify the percentage contribution made by each sector to its GDP. Surprisingly, apart from other countries where numerous sectors contribute to their economy, it seems Poland is dominated by the service sector, which contributes more than 62% to their GDP. Now that is a huge number. If we talk about the rest, then industries like machine building, shipbuilding, mining coal, iron, and steel are contributing more than 34% to their GDP. So it's through their support that Poland now stands at number 21 amongst the world's largest economies, beating strong countries like Sweden, Norway, the United Arab Emirates, and standing just one step below Switzerland. Moreover, behind this enormous transformation, there lies painful lessons that Poland learned after the Second World War. When the Red Army occupied the country, the Soviet government nationalized the industries to ensure Poland remained backward. In other words, controlling private industries and seizing land from landowners without making any payment in return. The situation became worse when the Soviet government denied the Polish government the reconstruction of their country from Germany. As Germany caused heavy damage to their economy during World War II, the Allies directed Germany to repair Poland as a form of punishment. You can estimate this damage caused to Warsaw in 1945. Being Poland's capital, more than 80% of the city was destroyed. However, the Soviets denied this right by directing Poland to consider this as a sign of friendship with Germany. And if anyone tried to raise their voice or tried to protest against the government, then their elite military squad called ZOMO was ready to suppress their voice. Still, Poland made efforts to get its country back on track by taking massive loans from Western countries like the United States, Canada, and the UK. But with the Soviet rule in the country, it was impossible to achieve their economic desires. As a result, Poland was sitting on a $23 billion debt in the 1980s. And in 1981, the country even declared its insolvency to the Western European central banks. This image of people lining up for groceries is a sign of the conditions that existed during the time. The most essential item that was demanded was toilet paper. Nevertheless, the Soviet Union failed to realize that imposing too much pressure on Poland could also backfire in the coming years. Because after experiencing painful periods for decades, Poland gave rise to a political force that would change its entire future. And that political force was called Solidarity, an independent Polish trade union that marked the end of communism to hold their first partially free and democratic elections in 1989. With Lech Walesa becoming the first democratically elected president in decades, the Polish people finally had a leader they could trust. Since coming into power, Walesa quickly transitioned Poland's economy into a free market economy where decisions regarding investment, production, and distribution will depend on the demand and supply of a product in the market. But no one knew that Poland would catch up with the world so fast. Check this out. Within a few years of holding their free and democratic elections, Poland's economy began showing significant numbers. And since then, it has never looked back. One of the key reasons behind this growth was the initiatives that were taken towards privatizing small and medium state-owned companies. the freedom to establish and run their own company encouraged Polish people to increase their level of income. On top of that, in 1992, Poland founded an international free trade agreement with Hungary, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Slovenia. Now, the biggest benefit of this agreement was that trading in around 80% of the industrial products was free of tariffs, and exports from Poland also enjoyed duty-free treatments from EU members. This, in return, pushed private businesses to explore opportunities in foreign markets and learn and adapt to the world economy. This timetable is an example of goods that Poland imported from EU members during that time, such as cars, steel products, raw materials, etc. Surprisingly, by 1996, 70% of Poland's trade was with EU members, which also gave birth to one of the leading Polish companies. For example, bicycle manufacturing company Cross SA, furniture company Black Red White, bus and tram manufacturing company Solaris Bus and Coach, and yacht manufacturing company Delphia Yachts. But despite trading with the neighbors, Poland soon realized it had greater potential to serve the bigger market. In other words, there was a need for a bigger fish that could help them grow on a larger scale. So in 2004, Poland joined the European Union. However, as easy as it looked, taking advantage of the EU market was not an easy job. Because of the larger market in hand, Poland was also compelled to diversify its economy to adapt to millions of EU customers. But no one imagined that Poland would become one of the leading members of the Union. And one of their biggest secrets lies in this chart, which represents the kind of goods that Poland exports worldwide. You see, instead of building their own company from scratch, Poland believes in exporting ingredients through which a product is made, thus ensuring success even if there is less demand in the market. For example, insulated wire, video displays, rubber tires, plastic lids, iron structures, and vehicle parts. As of today, exports of goods and services now comprise 65% of Poland's GDP. And out of total exports, 30% go to Germany, and the rest goes to the rest of Europe. This transformation also ranked Poland at number 7 in terms of foreign direct investment. Because with professional citizens in the majority of the sectors, running a business becomes a smoother process. In particular, by 2019, Poland attracted more than $236 billion of FDI. Moreover, in June this year, Poland again attracted the largest FDI in its history from Intel Corporation. The company has decided to invest $4.6 billion to establish one of the biggest semiconductor plants in Europe, thus creating more jobs and reducing the unemployment rate in the country. So what are your views about Poland's rising economy? Do you think it'll surpass Germany by 2030? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the like button if you like this video. Thank you for watching.